We welcome you to the Minnesota Twins Spring Training Complex in Fort Myers, Florida for today's Florida State League doubleheader between the Bradenton Marauders and your Fort Myers Mighty Mussels. Hello everyone and welcome inside the broadcast booth. Andrew Pauling alongside Patterson Fallis, and as the Hall of Famer Ernie Banks said, let's play two as we have our first doubleheader of the season, a pair of 7-inning games coming up on the Mighty Mussels Baseball Network. But first, Patterson, let's talk about last night's game that saw the Mussels come away with a decisive 8-2 victory, all 10 runs of that game being scored in the middle innings.
Well, and the Mussels did a really good job to wait out Carlson Reed, the starter for Bradenton last night. Cesar Lars was again really strong on the mound for the Mussels, and getting to Reed was a really big thing in terms of winning that game last night. Byron Churio got an RBI in the 4th inning. He had one in the 5th inning. Brooks Lee had a big swing in the 6th to knock in a couple more. They just had to wait on Reed to get their moment and go from there and attack. And that's all they needed in that 8-2 victory last night here in Game 3.
Well, it's a solid pitching matchup in Game 1 of our doubleheader today. As one of the top 10 prospects in the Minnesota Twins organization gets the ball for Fort Myers, that's 18-year-old Charlie Soto, who will be opposed by lefty Michael Kennedy, who's just 19 years of age. And these are two of the top pitchers in the Florida State League so far this season.
Yeah, two guys with a lot of pedigree. Kennedy, coming out of high school last year, a 2022 4th-round pick, was committed to play baseball at LSU. Charlie Soto, of course, a 1st-round pick last year. These two guys going head-to-head tonight. Charlie really comfortable on this Hammond Stadium mound as a young player can be, just learning how to play in professional baseball, getting his feet wet in the game, and learning how to throw to these professional hitters.
As Soto has good numbers here at home, a 3.55 ERA in 4 home appearances so far this season. And for Kennedy, he fills up the strike zone, 40 innings of work, 47 strikeouts, and just 5 walks. So the Mussels offense will have to attack early against Michael Kennedy here today. Well, it's time to introduce you to the third member of our broadcast crew, as Hannah Jo Groves has today's Down on the Farm report.
Thanks, guys. We're headed back to Cedar Rapids for today's Down on the Farm report. The Colonels took the win last night again with some homers from a couple former Mighty Mussels. With 1 run already on the board, Ricardo Olivar crushed a home run, a rocket to left field to make the score 2-0. By the 6th inning, Lakeland managed to grab the lead, but Misael Urbina took it back with a 2-run homer out of the park, getting rained on Cone and himself home. But former Mussel Olivar wasn't quite done, coming up to the plate in the 7th and blasting yet another homer over deep left center, this time bringing 2 runs in and extending the Colonels' lead to 7-4, which would be the final score of the game. That was today's Down on the Farm report, brought to you by Brandt, professional agriculture proud to power the Mighty Mussels. It's about time for the first pitch here at Hammond Stadium. Let's send it back to Patterson Fallis and Andrew Pauling in the broadcast booth.